Safe Haven Museum Lesson for Grade 5 by Rebecca M. Davis. Safe Haven. What is it? Safe Haven is a museum located in Oswego, New York. It's dedicated to a group of 982 refugees who took asylum at the old military base during Hitler's reign. The refugees came from several different backgrounds and religions. Priority was given to families and those who needed to escape the harsh realities of concentration camps. Essential and guiding questions. What is a refuge? What sort of conditions would make a person leave their home? These questions are going to project the lesson and help the students better understand what I want them to get out of the subject matter. Standards. NYCCF. Recognize and effectively select different forms of evidence used to make meaning in social studies, and identify causes and effects using examples from current events or grade level content in historical events. NCCS standards. Number 1. Culture. Social studies programs should include experiences that provide for the study of culture and cultural diversity. Through the study of culture and cultural diversity, learners understand how human beings create, learn, and share, and adapt to culture, and appreciate the role of culture in shaping their lives and society, as well as the lives of societies of others. In schools, this theme typically appears in units and courses dealing with geography, history, sociology, and anthropology, as well as multicultural topics across the curriculum. Number 3. People, places, and environments. Social studies programs should include experiences that provide for the study of people, places, and environments. This theme helps learners to develop their spatial views and perspectives of the world, to understand where people, places, and resources are located and why they are there, and to explore the relationship between human beings and the environment. In schools, this theme typically appears in courses dealing with geography and area studies, but it is also important for the study of geographical dimension and other social studies subjects. SWABATS. Students will be able to define what a refuge is and what a refugee is, and relate a refugee's experience to their own lives in a short paragraph using at least 3 examples. SWABAT number 2. Identify at least 3 conditions that make the refugees leave their homes, and explain at least 3 conditions that would make you want to leave your home. Academic language. These are words that the students need to know in order to help them better understand the lesson. Refuge, refugee, suffering, government, concentration camp, genocide, and confrontation. Teacher activities. Number 1. The teacher will introduce the topic of the Holocaust and refugees by reading a book to the class. Anne Frank by Josephine Poole, illustrated by Angela Barrett, to the students. Number 3. The teacher will instruct the students to discuss the book in small groups. Number 4. The teacher will make an assessment of the students' general thoughts and feelings about the subject. Number 5. The teacher will facilitate a field trip to the Safe Haven Museum in Oswego, New York. Number 6. The teacher will obtain permission slips from each student's parents or guardians. Number 7. The teacher will provide an alternate assignment if the student is unable to attend the field trip. Number 8. The teacher will provide transportation to and from the museum. Student activities. Number 1. The students will listen quietly at their desks to the book Anne Frank. Number 2. The students will then discuss the story in small groups. Number 3. Students will attend the trip. Students who cannot attend will complete an alternate assignment. Number 4. Students will explore the museum and take notes on what they see and what they find interesting there. Number 5. Students will listen to the museum's presentation. Number 6. Students will make inferences about the information they receive, relating it to their own lives and experiences. Number 7. Students will return to the classroom. Number 8. Students will break into groups of 5 and discuss what they saw and how they felt about what they saw. Number 9. Students will complete a short reflection in which they address what a refugee is and what a refugee does. The book Anne Frank is a narrated picture book. It fills in information about Nazi Germany as well as Anne Frank's story. This book tells her story with the pictures that are both realistic and timeless. Assessment. I will assess the students in 2 ways. I will do an assessment of the students' initial feelings and thoughts after the reading of the story Anne Frank. I will flow from group to group, taking notes and listening carefully to what they are discussing, and assess their misconceptions and learnings. The second form of assessment I would use is a regular grading system. The students will write about their experiences and talk about how their thoughts and feelings have changed. They will also relate what they learned to their own lives. I would provide them leading questions or recommendations to write about, such as, how would you feel about leaving your home and being moved somewhere that you've never been before? What sort of conditions would make you leave your own home? The short answer will be graded based on the answers and their ability to understand and have empathy for other situations. Points will be taken away for spelling and grammar, as this will be an open notes assignment. Social justice focus. I will address the ideas of social justice by asking the students key questions in both our discussion in the classroom and the experience at the museum. Analysis of student learning and reflection. If the lesson was being taught, I would have concerns about student involvement during the discussions and student behavior at the museum. I would also pay close attention to any jokes that the students may have about the refugees. Things that may be funny to them will not be funny if they are hurtful or mean in any fashion. This lesson would be supplemental. It would be presented after a thorough exploration of the Holocaust and its victims.